What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome to Fearless Broadcasting. My name is Patrick Wilkinson. I will be your host up in the booth today, coming to you live from Kansas Speedway. It is the United States Online Racing Association here at Kansas Speedway in the Next Gen Cup Series cars. We got one heck of a race out there waiting for you all tonight, as we're just tuning in now before qualifying. Let's see if we can jump on board with any of the drivers out there. Here we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had to readjust myself to the camera equipment. We're good. Riding on board now with the number 46 of Adam Stevens as he makes his way out onto the racetrack. Or he's just pulling off. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Maybe we'll jump on with somebody else. Hang on. No, he's done. Here we go. On board with the 00 of Jacob Schoffett. One of the other Fearless Motorsports drivers out there. Coming down across the line. Bumps him up to 6th place out there right now as he starts his second lap. Keeping on going. Through turns 1 and 2. Kansas being a moderate-sized speedway. I believe it's 1.5 miles. Very fun, very fast, small track. But it can be a lot of fun out there. We were running in the Wild West League a few weeks ago in the truck series that they have over there. That was a absolutely fantastic race. Brought to us by Barry Stevens, good friend and a good partner to be working with. Jacob Schoffett moves up to 5th with that second lap in the number 00 Fearless Motorsports and Puffy's Swag Shop Chevrolet Camaro. Pulls off the track. We are getting close to the start of this race. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. My equipment seems to be acting up on me. Give me 1 second. I apologize, folks. For some reason, my equipment seems to be going pretty slow out there today. Do not understand why my equipment is not playing nice with me. Because on my screen, I have completely different settings up, and what your guys are seeing are completely different. So, oh, it just shut off. It might be working, I'm not sure. I do not understand what is going on. Why does none of my equipment work? No, please work. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Okay. Needed an extra minute to get it to figure itself out. We're okay. Sorry about that, folks. We're good now. You can now see on the side of your screen the timing tower. Currently in first place is the number 46 Chevrolet of Adam Stevens, followed closely behind by the 78 of Wyatt D. Hicks, number 83 of John Moeller, number 6 of Ryan Testa, number 00 of Jacob Schaffet, number 48 of Jimmy Gordon, number 24 of Gregory Vadnais, number 2 Ford of Waylon Burcham, number 98 Ford of Thaddeus Friel Jr., Jackson Pohl in the number 16 Chevrolet, Christopher Lindsay in the number 19 Chevrolet, David Justin in the number 11 Toyota, Trevor McCoy in the number 17 Chevrolet, Trevor Parcel in the number 30 Chevrolet, Nathan Emerson in the number 1 Toyota, Kyle Rabnolds, yes, in the number 20 Chevrolet, James D. Jones in the number 76, Donald Ritzau in the number 25, Jeff Herrick in the number 49, and Hunter Burcham in the number 22 Ford. Currently fastest car on track gets taken away by Nathan Emerson in the number 1 Toyota. Lot of very fast drivers out there tonight. I think we're in for quite the race out there. So we're getting ready to end qualifying and get ready for the race itself. This is Fearless Motorsports. Stay fast, stay fearless. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is your starting order for tonight's race. 130 laps here around Kansas Speedway. Nathan Emerson, the number 1 Toyota, leads the way, followed closely behind by the number 22 of Hunter Burcham. In third place, the number 20 of Kyle Rebnolds, number 46 of Adam Stevens in fourth. Wyatt D. Hicks in fifth, John Moeller in sixth, Ryan Testa in seventh, Jacob Schaffet in eighth, Jimmy Gordon in ninth, Gregory Vadnais in 10th, Waylon Burcham in 11th, Thaddeus Friel in 12th, Jackson Pohl in 13th, Christopher Lindsay in 14th, David Justin in 15th, Trevor McCoy 16th, Trevor Parcel in 17th, Jeff Herrick in 18th, James D. Jones in 19th, and Donald Ritzau in 20th place. A lot of very fast cars out there tonight as we are about to get underway. This is the United States Online Racing Association 130 at Kansas Speedway. It's been a little bit since I've done a broadcast on my own. Hope you guys enjoying it from my personal channel today. Unfortunately, boss did not give me the stream code in time, So we're going to do it live from the Rock Bottom Racing YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel. And hope you guys enjoy the show, because we're doing it live. So hope you guys don't mind that we're doing the best we can out here, and we're going to have a good time. We're moments away from the pace car setting off. We're about to get ready to get going here. Pace car rolling off. A very fast field out there tonight. These next-gen cars proving to be very quick on the racetrack. That Toyota #1 of Nathan Emerson especially. He's going to be one of the guys to watch out for. Fastest car on the track during qualifying. Of course, taking the first place position. First flight camo Toyota of the U.S.O.R.A. Jumping back through the field a little bit here. Let's jump back about halfway. We'll jump over to Jimmy Gordon, number 48 Chevrolet here. Another very respectful paint job there. Of course, Veterans Day only a few days ago. Tuesday, November 11th. The message that's written on that car couldn't be more important to those of us that live in the United States and around the world. For all of those who serve our countries, we thank you, and we hope the ones that we have lost rest easy from now on. The pace car is off. We are green flag, green flag, green flag here at Kansas Speedway. One car with a great launch off the start. That inside line with a huge run start there. Won by 20, by 22, 78 Wyatt D. Hicks in 4th place. A little further back as he falls off. 22 sliding up behind the 20. One running away with it off the start of this race. We have a huge go off the start of the race. Excuse me. I cannot English tonight, apparently. I apologize for that. Gap. That's the one I want. My apologies. Nathan Emerson running away with it as he enters turns 3 and 4 once again. Start of lap 3 this time by. Let's jump back a little bit further. Let's jump back to Adam Stevens in 5th place here. Back behind him. 46 car on the street. Chased down by the 6, the 83, the 16, just behind him. Jump a little bit further back. Let's jump on board with the number 11, J.D. Justin. Huge pack back here. Working their way around the 2. Maybe the 2 got up into the wall a little bit. We'll have to go back and see. The 11 car running his march pretty well. A little wide on the exit. Trying to get that extra speed. Well come down. Of course, the dog leg being open on the Speedway. We start lap 4 of 130. This is the United States Online Racing Association. Here on Fearless Broadcasting, we've already got quite the race going on. That number, who's that? Number 83, running a little low on the exit there. A little surprising. Whoa, 2 cars in the wall. If it just a... Whoa, car out the wall. And the caution comes out. Let's jump back and see what happened here. Trevor Parsons hits the wall, slides down into the dog leg, and destroys. He also clips somebody else. James D. Jones, just too low, too fast, and bombs into the wall. Let's rewind a little bit further here. I want to see what happened after Trevor Parcel made that. See who that is up there. I believe that might be the 2. So let's jump back a little bit again. Pause it right here. Yes, this is the 2. 2 gets tagged, I believe, and just gets spun out, trying to slow it down, keeps it off the wall, keeps it going straight. Commendable save from him. We'll have to see what else happened a little later on if we remember to go back to it. Let's jump back live on your screens here. We are under caution, lap 7 this time by. Nathan Emerson still leading the way. Kyle Rabenolds in second, Hunter Burcham in third, Wyatt D. Hicks in fourth, Adam Stevens in fifth, Jackson Pohl in sixth, Brian Testa in seventh, David Justin in eighth, Thaddeus Friel in ninth. As the bottom 10 outside of Donald Ritzau, 10th through 19th, are all in the pits for repairs, I'm assuming. Did not look like that many cars had a problem. They might be going in for adjustment and tires. Maybe a little extra fuel, try to get the fuel in early, make the most of the race that they can, and get whatever repairs that they are able to before we get too far into this race. We're on board now with Jacob Schoffett in the number 00. Is he just leaving pit road now? Good bit of work to do, get back up from the 17th position. He's down 9 spots, from his starting position. However, it is a long race. We do have a good ways to go, and we can only see how it's going to go from here. Donald Ritzau is apparently out of the race. I did not catch that. I apologize. So your so you only have 19 cars on the track at this time. Waylon Burcham, Trevor Parcel are both still in the pits. Jackson Pohl has crashed. I do not know what happened. Let's take a look. Spun the tires up, or maybe ding somebody, I'm not sure. May have been because his internet blipped. That is odd. I don't know why he that to me, but okay. Jump back live now. Jacob Schoffett, currently the last car in line. We'll see if anybody else joins him back there. We'll jump back on board with your leader, the number 1 Toyota of Nathan Emerson. We'll see if that 20 of Kyle Rabenolds on the outside gets a better launch this time. All we can do is see what happens next. Pace car's lights are off. We'll be restarting the race on lap 9 of 130. This is the United States Online Racing Association, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting and SDK Gaming for all of our timesheets. As we are entering the restart zone, and green flag once again here at Kansas Motor Speedway. One car with launch. That inside line just seems to have something else that the outside just does not have. It's just not enough grip. One car pulling away once again with a huge lead, being chased down by the 22 and the 20. Running a little wide there, 20 getting a little nose loose there just for a second, as you saw. One car running away with it, 22 running a little bit higher up on the racetrack, maybe going to run way down low into the dog leg. One car do that instead. 22 staying up on the racing surface for the most part. Come back around, start a lap 10 of 130, back to turns 1 and 2. We'll jump back a little bit here to Thaddeus Friel. Back here, number 98 Ford on the center of the screen here. Side by side for the 6, 11 car chasing them down. Good racing going on around them. A lot of cars really trying to make some magic happen really early on. This is one of the tracks that can be very unforgiving. Surprisingly unforgiving, as a matter of fact, if you manage to wreck out or get loose. These cars are not forgiving in the slightest, especially around tracks that they're not comfortable around. Thaddeus a little bit high there, smashing into the wall. Not a huge contact. 3 wide in front of him, straight from the wall. chasing down the 16 just in front of him. 5 cars chasing him down behind them. We got a lot of racing left here tonight. 16 darting really wide on these turns. I'm not sure if he's got a problem or if he's just washing up that badly. Huge smash into the wall for him. There we go. That's who I was looking for. 83 and the 46 racing each other a little bit hard there. 83 and John Moore chasing down the number 48 of Junior Jordan. Apologies for that, folks. I just got home from work. I'm a little rusty, and it's Thursday. Fridays at least. Huge racing going on all over the racetrack here. Number 83 Black Clover Chevrolet. That's a very snazzy looking car, if I have to say so myself. 83 being chased down by 46 and the 24, 19 behind them. 82 trying to chase down the 48 and the 6. Jimmy Gordon and Ryan Testa respectively. Huge group in front of them. 78. He seems to be clear of it for the most part. Still chasing down that number 16, Jackson Cole. Jackson still running really high through 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not sure if he's got a tire problem or what, or if that's just the way he wants to run. Trying to keep his tires as conserved as possible for as long as he can. Try and make the most of his race and come all the way down. Lap 16 of 130 here at Kansas Speedway. 16acceptance.com car. Chevrolet Camaro. 20 of Kyle Redmond, having fallen back from the leader. He's almost 2 seconds behind according to the timesheet. At the top of your screen. Emerson, who is just running away with it at the moment. That number 1 Toyota, he seems to just have this track figured out for himself. He is about 1 second up on the car behind the number 22 of Hunter Burcham. Currently having led every lap that has not been a caution. Coming all the way down through the dog leg, across the start-finish line, lap 18 of 130 just being started. A lot of race left to go out there tonight. Jump a little bit back once again. Back further this time. Place 19 car Christopher Lindsay. He's in a bit of a patch here, almost 3 wide there for the second. Stop it. Jeff Harris. Waylon Burcham all around him here. These places, trying to get by him. Number 76 of James D. Jones on his inside. They're getting really racy in front of him. 76 trying to chase down that 19 as best as he can. 19 and staying up high through turns 3 and 4. Whoa! Up in the wall a little bit there. Getting real close to number 49 of Jeff Herrick. These guys are really getting all over the racetrack here. 76 blowing the doors off him on the inside, going straight by him on the bottom of the backstretch there. Excuse me, I'm having trouble Englishing tonight. Whoa, there's smoke on the front stretch and the caution comes out. 16 cars around, and he clips the 24. Oh no, what happened there? Very unfortunate happenings there. Second caution of the night. 24 struggling to get it turned back around. Let's jump back here. Wyatt D. Hicks off track. There was something that happened before it. 16 loses it just completely. So we're going to jump back a little bit further here. We'll pause it there. Let's jump up to Jackson Pole and take a better look at what happened. 16, 11. 16 just gets real loose and puts himself around and sends cars all over the racetrack trying to evade, and just didn't hold the brake enough to get it stopped and tagged 24. Very unfortunate series of events there for the 16. This is one of those things that really gets you, like, rule number one of racing is when you spin, you lock the brakes. And I didn't really see him trying to lock the brakes up there. We'll have a better look at it later tonight. Gregory Vadnais gonna be laps down, at least a lap down, as he crawls down into pit road. As the rest of the field comes on by him, Nathan Henderson, Hunter Burcham, and Kyle Reynolds are the only three cars out on track. I believe that was Trevor Parcel getting the wave around. Yes, it was. Lucky dog. And everybody else is in the pits, and it is a mad scramble into pit lane. Let's see if we can get the race off of pit road. It's this camera. And that is a terrible view of pit road. So, we'll wait as everything gets sorted out. Wyatt D. Hicks coming back out in 6th place. So your race off pit road. David Justin, Thaddeus Friel Jr., Wyatt D. Hicks, James D. Jones, Jeff Herrick, John Moeller, Trevor McCoy, Jacob Shoppett, Christopher Lindsay, Jimmy Gordon. Gregory Vadnais is out again on track. Good for him. Managed to get that thing repaired nice and quick. Adam Stevens in 14th. Ryan Testa in 15th. Waylon Burcham in 16th. Gregory Vadnais in 17th. Jackson Pole in 18th. And Trevor Parcel down a few laps here in 19th place. Very unfortunate night for him. That was a lot of damage very early on. Hopefully, if we do get more cautions, he'll be able to get some of that back and be able to keep that thing going out there on the racetrack. Back on board with our leader, Nathan Emerson, once again, storming away with this race. Go back to our top load screen. Lap 24 of 130, lap 25 on the restart this time by. A lot of racing left out there to do, and we have plenty of time to be doing it. This is the U.S.O.R.A, United States Online Racing Association, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast, stay fearless. Pace car is off. We are getting ready to go back green flag racing here at Kansas Speedway. I've been calling it Super Speedway all night. I apologize for that. We go green flag this time by Nathan Emerson with another huge launch off the line. The 2022, 98, and 11 all side by side behind him, racing for that position. 4 cars are now a lap down. Gregory Vadnais, Jackson Pole, Ryan Testa, and Trevor Parcel. Ryan Testa and Trevor Parcel racing for positions at the back. Let's see if we can jump back there and see some of that action. Vadnais, Pole, Trevor Parcel, and Ryan Testa. Vadnais and Pole are both 1 lap down each. Parcel and Testa are both 2 down. They got a lot of work to do to make up that place, or make up those laps, but they've got plenty of time to do it, as we're not even a third of the way through this race. So they've got plenty of time. If they get some more cautions, they'll have some good luck. number 16 of Jackson Pohl here as we were riding on board with him. Smacking into the wall a little bit. He's probably got some damage still. But he's managing to keep that thing going. He might pull off this time by. Yes, he's pulling back off into the pits once again, unfortunately, to probably go in for more repair and damage. We'll jump up to Gregory Vadnais, number 24 Chevrolet Camaro, making some magic happen. He's leading the top of the very, very bottom of the drivers out there today. A lot of unfortunate racing happening very early on, but it is Kansas. This is a very unique track, really. It can go from perfectly fine to absolutely slick in a heartbeat. Having not really raced the next-gen cars around here, I wouldn't know how it's going to handle any differently from the truck series. Once again, having raced there a few times in the trucks. But they're making these cars work. That 24 running a little bit high, little tight there, I think, off the wall. But he's managing to keep it. He's managing to keep it going as the 48 runs alongside on the bottom. He is catching back up to some of the cars a little bit further up on the racetrack. Jump on board with that 48 now of Jimmy Gordon, trying to chase down this front pack here. Make some magic happen. He's down 5 places on the restart, off the start of the race, excuse me. Jacob Shoffett is his next target, number 00, just at the front of your screen there. Jacob Shoffett, a fellow teammate of the Fearless Broadcasting Channel and Fearless Motorsports, as we have a caution out on the racetrack. Whoa, one car in the wall. Let's jump back a little bit here. We'll rewind really quick. We'll pause it. Leave. That is the 78 of Wyatt D. Hicks. What happened here? Oh boy. I clicked a thing. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I will fix that momentarily. So, 78 smacks into the wall and just ricochets through the infield, tries to keep it straight and just can't keep it and gets doored and sent up into the wall. Nothing you can do about that sometimes. A series of unfortunate events for the number 78 of Wyatt D. Hicks, trying to get that thing around turns 1 and 2, wrestling it back into pit road. I believe both of his front tires are locked up, which is very unfortunate. There he is. Yeah. Both his tires seem to be rolling pretty nice. That the outside tire is definitely very, very locked up there, as you can see on your screen. Very unfortunate event for him. But as I said a little earlier, there's plenty of racing left out there to do. We have plenty of time to do it. So let's make some magic happen. He's got a lot of racing left to do out there tonight, so it's still anybody's game. I'm going to step away from the mic for just a second to reset my screen here, as I mentioned before. This is the United States Online Racing Association, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting and SDK Gaming. Stay fast, stay fearless. We're under caution still here at Kansas Speedway. Third caution of the night. Number 78 of Wyatt D. Hicks having brought it out once again after a few unfortunate bounces off the wall through the infield and then getting clipped by one of his fellow drivers out on the racetrack. He's back out there, having used a fast repair to get back out there nice and quick. This is the United States Online Racing Association from Kansas Speedway. 134 laps of 130 completed. 134 laps of 130 completed, excuse me. I apologize, folks. Once again, my English is Englishing the poorliest at the moment. But we're trying. That's what matters. We are trying. We have a new leader out on the racetrack. Trevor McCoy, number 17 Chevrolet, followed by James D. Jones on his outside, the number 76. Jeff Herrick in the number 49 Toyota. Jacob Shoffett in the number 00 in fourth. Nathan Emerson having fallen 4 places in 5th place. David Justin in the 11 and in 6th. Thaddeus Friel in 7th. Hunter Burcham in 8th. Kyle Rabenold in 9th. John Moeller in 10th. Adam Stevens in 11th. Jimmy Gordon in 12th. Christopher Lindsay in 13th. Gregory Vadnais in 14th. As the pace car is off. Approaching the restart zone once again here at Kansas Speedway. We are green flag, green flag, green flag, green flag. Once again, very slow restart for everybody involved. Getting a huge push on that inside line, trying to get everybody up to speed. 76, almost taking the lead there away for a second. McCoy getting up to speed finally, coming up down the backstretch, entering turns 3 and 4. Being followed behind by the number 49 of Jeff Herrick. And Nathan Emerson behind him. Jump up to a wider camera. A lot of cars 3 wide down through the dog leg. As we come through turns 1 and 2 once again. I want to jump back and see some more of that action. 76, the 20, the 00, and the 98. A lot of cars racing for position very early on. These guys got to be careful with how they do that, though. Especially here at Kansas. This is a track that is not very forgiving, as we've seen multiple times already. Jump back a little bit further on board with the 00 of Jacob Shoffett. Running really high up into turns 1 and 2. 3 wide in front of him almost. Ooh, big hook from the number. Big hook from the 98 there. I believe that is. Yes, it is. The number 98 of Thaddeus Friel. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little bit unnerving not seeing the numbers on my screen, but seeing them on my timesheet. There's a car off the track. And the caution comes out again. David Justin has crashed. On board with the 11. All the way down on the dog leg. Kind of loses it on his own. Locks him up trying to get out of the way and kisses the wall. Manages to keep it rolling though, but I want to just make sure that he didn't get kind of turned there. Comes down low. Turns in. Oh, he clipped the apron. He clipped the edge of the apron there and just spun out, trying to keep it going. Trevor McCoy still leading the way since the last restart. Nathan Emerson making up those places. He's right back on his bumper. He will have the outside line on the restart. Jeff Herrick in 3rd. Hunter Burcham in 4th. Kyle Rabenold in 5th. James D. Jones in 6th. Jacob Shoffett in 7th. And there are cars crashing under caution. According to my timesheet anyway. Or have they just stopped? I don't know. Whoa! 83 with a huge brake check coming up to the pace car. 4 tries to stop in time and just doesn't get it done and spins himself out. And I believe he tagged someone there too for a second. Yes, he did. He tagged the 78 of Wyatt Hicks. More damage to that passenger side of the 78 car. Very unfortunate for him. We are still under caution here. Number 17, despite having the number 0 painted on his car. I apologize for that, folks. I can't. Well, we can try. Let's see if reloading the paint will help us. Once I find my mouse. There it is. Let's take a look. Bunk. Let's see if that fixes things. Just give it 1 second, they'll all reload. Still riding on board with the number 17 car up front, Trevor McCoy. No. All right. Oh, it wouldn't be a YouTube broadcasting without technical difficulties I have no control over. Do. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Your leader, the 17 of Trevor McCoy on the inside line. Number 1 of Nathan Emerson on the outside. We got to see if Trevor McCoy is going to have the restart of a lifetime on that inside line. He's going to need it at this point to outrun that one of Nathan Emerson. Nathan's been fast all night on the restarts. He's just been able to get that car up to speed and away really nicely. 20 car warming up his tires just that little bit more. He's definitely going to need them. This track, once it starts cooling down, can get very slick very quickly. So believe me, you're going to need all the grip you can get out there. A lot of very pretty paint jobs out there tonight. Trevor McCoy having an excellent paint job in my opinion. That is a very, very sharp looking paint job. Come through turns 3 and 4. Pace car will be off this time by. We get ready. Getting very close to that 1 car on the outside. Through the restart zone, we are green flag once again here at Kansas Speedway. Start of lap 42 of 130. Trevor McCoy with a good start this time, being chased down by the 1 of Nathan Emerson on the outside. Running, oh. Where'd it go? There it goes. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. Seems my radio equipment died on me. Nah. 17 still leading the way, running wide up through turns 3 and 4, letting the 1 car of Nathan Emerson on by. A couple cars in the wall behind them, almost going 3 wide here for the lead. 22 trying to chase them both down. We got a lot of racing left to do. We'll jump on board with the 1 of Nathan Emerson once again. 2 wide behind them and a huge pack seemingly behind them. Let's jump back to the 20 of Kyle Redmold. 22 in front of him. 49 of Jeff Herrick behind. 22 running all the way up to that wall, using every bit of racetrack as they go 2 wide on the apron. Racing down into turns 1 and 2. Once again, that bottom line seems to be just where the grip is at tonight. These cars are really struggling up top. Smacking into the wall. 22 into the wall. 20 also with a huge slide coming off turns 2. Almost cleaning out the 17 there for a second. We'll jump back a little bit more. Adam Stevens, number 46 Chevrolet, coming through the dogleg and past the start-finish line. 45 of 130. Jump back a little more. On board with the 83 of John Moeller. Getting chased down by the 11 of David and Justin. Whoa! And a huge one up front. Car in the grass. Jones. Potentially with a little assistance there. We'll have to jump back and take a look at what happened there on the next caution. '76 of James D. Jones and the '78 of Wyatt Hicks. Not having a great race out there tonight, either one of them. Jump up to the 98 of Thaddeus Friel, the 17 of Trevor McCoy falling off a lot after that restart. Maybe he's running out on tire. I don't recall seeing him coming down pit road lately. So we'll have to see if he's just running a very long game tire strategy, trying to make the very most out of his tires, but he might start to be losing it at this point as we're starting to come under the darkness here as it gets into the evening here at Kansas Speedway. 83 contesting the 98 of Thaddeus Friel, the two car of Waylon Burcham chasing the 83 down as well. Jump back a little bit further, once again on board with Jacob Shoffett. 83 and the 2 racing each other through the dogleg into the start-finish line. Jacob Shoffett racing down behind them into turns 1 and 2, being chased down by the 24 of Gregory Vadnais and the number 24 Hot Wheels Chevrolet. 16 of Jackson Pohl is currently in last place, but he is still in the mix up here trying to race these guys. 19 coming down a little bit on him, scraping into the wall. A little bit of net code there, but we keep everything going straight. They are still too wide. 16 by the 48 as they go through turns 1 and 2. 48 roaring off on that bottom line. Bottom of the racetrack seems to be where the grip is at the moment. These cars are really struggling to keep their speed up through the turns, especially on the high side. We'll jump back up for, whoa, and there's something has happened to Nathan Emerson. What has happened to you? I apologize, folks. For some reason, Nathan Emerson has fallen off of my screen completely. I do not understand what's happened. Your new leader is the number 20 of Kyle Rebnold. Oh, there he is. I apologize for that, folks. I do not understand what just happened there. Big net code for Nathan Emerson on my screen. He is back now. He is leading the race once again. Being chased down by the 20 of Kyle Rebnold, about 5 or 6 cars behind him. Long way to go to try and catch back up. We're just about halfway here. About another 10 laps to halfway. A lot of racing out there going on. Let's jump back once again to the 2 of Waylon Burcham. Huge packs just kind of forming by themselves. And that one car, of Nathan Emerson seeming to just be in a completely different zip code out there. He's completely off the face of the map. He is running completely by himself, and he's just got all the speed in the world out there. The 2 of Waylon Burcham being chased down by the 98 of Thaddeus Friel, being chased by the number 83 of John Moeller and the number 83 Chevrolet back there. These guys have been really going at it all night, and they've got a lot of race left to go do. My main concern at this point for all of them is going to be starting to get tire wear, as Thaddeus Friel beats the heck out of the wall there. Huge crash into the wall that keeps it going straight. He's got to be really careful about bending the wheels or having wheel damage overall. As he runs down on the bottom, get back in line with the 83, trying to get that slipstream to help him out. He needs to be careful about coming off of turns 3 and 4 and hitting that outside wall. That outside wall is very unforgiving as we come back around. Start of lap 56 here at Kansas Speedway. This is the United States Online Racing Association as the 78 beats the heck out of the wall as well. And he's spinning. Keeps it going. Very, very good save from him. That is the 78 of Wyatt D. Hicks we're riding on board with now. No caution as the 78 gets very squirrely, and he gets loose again. And he spins out and clips the 6. No caution still. He's not going to have a lot of time before the leaders come back around. He's got to get that thing off the racetrack, and he finally does, get pulling down onto the apron, heading into pit road. This time by more damage, unfortunately, for the 78 of Wyatt Hicks. Hopefully he can get that thing fixed once again, and hopefully he can start getting some better luck out there. Just a rough night for these guys in the bottom 4. We'll jump back to the 30, excuse me, on my screen. Huge rear end damage there, as you just saw, of Trevor Parcel in the number 30 Chevrolet. On my screen, 30 anyway. Despite his car being the number 4 on your screen, on my timesheet, it says the number 30. So that's what I'm going to go with. Number 30 of Trevor Parcel being the highest up car of the lappers in 16th place. Another rough night out there for a lot of these drivers trying to make their way through the pack, and hopefully if they get another caution or two, they might be able to get that car back up into a contending position. It's a long way to go, and we are just about halfway, 5 laps to the halfway point. Nathan Emerson is still just running away with this race. He is just completely gone from the entirety of the pack. He is just making the track work for him. I don't know if he's just got an excellent setup or what, but he is a good bit ahead of the second place car of the 20, Kyle Redmond. Jumped too far back. Kyle being under attack, though, by the seams, and it's a yellow flag out on track. Why is there a yellow flag? What has happened? Wyatt Hicks has crashed. Jump back and see what happened. No, this already happened. Why are we under caution? I am not sure. I am not seeing anything on my timesheet. It may be that this league does stage cautions. We are at lap 62 of 130, just shy of halfway. Most likely, once we get going again, we will be at lap 65, the halfway mark on this race, as everybody comes down pit road. Fifth caution of the night. All but Trevor Parcel are in the pits. Number 30 of Trevor Parcel trying to catch back up to the pace car. He's trying to make the most of his situation, most likely hoping to get the lucky dog this time by, while everybody is under the pits, hopefully trying to get back on the lead lap. Race off pit road. Number 1 of Nathan Emerson, followed closely behind by Kyle Rebnold. 22 of Hunter Burcham, followed by Jacob Shoffett, the 00, making some moves up. Trevor McCoy in 5th, John Moeller in 6th, Waylon Burcham in 7th. Waylon Burcham in 8th, Adam Stevens having beaten him out in 7th, in the number 46 Chevrolet. Jimmy Gordon in 9th, David Justin in 10th, Thaddeus Friel in 11th, Gregory Vadnais in 12th. James D. Jones in 13th, Christopher Lindsay in 14th. Jeff Herrick, Trevor Parcel are in the pits. Ryan Testa and Jackson Hole are in 17th, 18th respectively, and Wyatt Hicks is in 19th. Rough night for that 78 Chevrolet of Wyatt Hicks. Once again in pit road for more repairs. And everybody starts getting ready to go once again. Pace car's lights are off. Nathan Emerson on the inside is your leader once again. The number 20 of Kyle Rebnold in 2nd place on the outside, that beautiful white Chevrolet Camaro. Lot of fast cars out there tonight. I just don't know if anybody's going to be able to get that one car in their mirrors. That one car has just been a rocket ship all night long, and he's just been able to walk away with these races, between the cautions at least. Again, sorry, I'm a little tired and a little rusty out there tonight, but we're doing it live. It's Thursday night. 20 car trying to pull a Days of Thunder and hit the pace car. Pulling of Kyle Busch as he goes inside the pace car's bumper. Pace car pulls off or spins out, whatever you would like to believe. As we enter the restart zone, one car, we are green flag. Nathan Emerson with another huge launch. 20 car with a very sluggish launch on that outside line. Once again, 22 of Hunter Burcham taking the inside line, and they are running away with it into turns 1 and 2. 20 car stuck on the outside line. 00 of Jacob Shoffett and the 17 of Trevor McCoy not letting them run away with it just that cleanly. 22 with a huge move down to the inside line. Hunter Burcham takes the lead here at Kansas. We'll jump on board with him for a little while. Let's see if he can hold off that one car as they come back through the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. The 00 of Jacob Shoffett moving up to 3rd. Trevor McCoy and Kyle Rebnold challenging each other for 4th place. Down the backstretch we go. 22 by the 1 by the 00. 20, 46, and 17th make out your top 6. '22 starting to pull away. Maybe the clean air is what's really getting these cars out bad tonight. Sometimes these cars run a lot better in clean air. Sometimes they run a lot better in the draft. You just never know until you get to the racetrack and start putting the wind over these cars until you really start getting a picture of what's going on. As the 22 U.S.O.R.A. car starts pulling away, one car not letting him run away with it completely. He's only about 2 or 3 cars behind and closing. 22 entering turns 1 and 2 once again, being chased down by the 1. We'll jump back a little bit and see the battle for 4th. Trevor McCoy in the number 17 caught up in the middle of it, chasing down the 20. 00 of Jacob Shoffett and Adam Stevens in the 46, trying to chase them down just behind him. David Justin and John Moeller in 11 to 83 respectively, trying to run them down. A lot of racing going on out on track. We'll jump back a little bit further. Once again, we'll jump back to the number 2 of Waylon Burcham. Waylon having a bit of an interesting night out there. Not exactly, I would call, a stellar night, but a very good night nonetheless. Despite being further back in the pack, he's keeping that car as clean as he can, and he's making some moves out there. He's up 1 place from where he started in 11th. He's in 10th place right now, and with any luck, he'll be able to get that thing a little bit further up on the racetrack and hopefully start contesting some of the top 10 for a better position. We'll jump back just a little bit further, down to James B. Jones in the 76 car. Another car that's been having a bit of a rough night out there. The Hardy 76 Chevrolet Camaro chasing down Thaddeus Friel and Gregory Vadnais in the numbers 98 and 24 cars respectively. Jeff Herrick and Christopher Lindsay chasing him down behind him. Those are the last two cars on the lead lap. Trevor Parcell, Ryan Testa, Jackson Pohl, and Wyatt D. Hicks are all at least one lap down. 71 of 130 laps, just over halfway now. This is the United States Online Racing Association Kansas Next Gen Cup Series race, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. We are still racing here at Kansas Speedway with the United States Online Racing Association. Once again, I'm Pat Wilkinson, Patrick Wilkinson, whatever you want to call me, with Fearless Broadcasting. We are still green flag here at Kansas Speedway, lap 73 of 130. We'll jump back up to the leader, lap 74 of 130, and we've got a huge contest for first place position. 22 under, huge threat from the one, trying to keep that speed up, trying to keep that one car away of Nathan Emerson. Hunter Bertram doing everything he can to keep that 22 Ford as far ahead of that one car as he can. We are coming up to lap 75 of 130. We'll jump back to our normal time screen for you on the top of your screen. 22 by the 1 in 17, being chased down by the 20, 46, and 11th. That's your top six. Jacob Schaffet in the 00 and 7th. John Moeller in 8th in the number 83 Chevrolet. Waylon Bertram in the number 2 Ford. And Jimmy Gordon in the number 10 in 10th place, in the number 48 car. Hunter Bertram finally getting some real laps in as a leader, but he's consistently being under threat by the number 1 car of Nathan Emerson. It's going to be a matter of who uses up the most tires and fuel by the end of this race or by the next series of cautions, because you really want to be pitting as late as possible for both fuel and tires, primarily for tires. If I had a guess, they probably are going to be pitting around lap 100 to put fuel and tires on it. If they have one extra set and we have to go to overtime, they'll at least have that extra set of tires for the end of the race if they so choose. Lap 77 of 130 completed. 22 by the 1 car about half back, and throws a huge move onto the inside. This is for the lead. Hunter Bertram under attack by the 1 car of Nathan Emerson. Nathan Emerson in the 1 going all the way down to the apron and goes for it, and is past the 22 of Hunter Bertram. Hunter not letting him go with it though. 22 falling back into the slipstream behind the 1, chasing him back down through turns 2 and onto the backstretch. Very loose on the nose off of turn 2 there. The 1 of Nathan Emerson pulling away once again. Very unfortunate there for the 22 of Hunter Bertram, excuse me. About a car and a half back, maybe 2, pulling away further. That 1 car Toyota Camry of Nathan Emerson just seems to have something that none of the rest of these guys have out there. He is just able to walk away with that car through the turns like nobody else really can. And that 22 is really struggling to keep up with it as they come back around, start of lap 80 of 130 this time by. There's still 40 laps to go, 50 laps to go, excuse me, this time. '22 car having put up a good fight, starting to conserve a little bit more off of three, excuse me, turns 3 and 4. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm doing. As we're starting to get lap cars in front, we jump on board with Nathan Emerson once again. One car of Nathan Emerson, the camouflage Toyota Camry. Is that Haystack Racing? Yes, it is. Haystack Racing number 1. Catching up to the lap car. Let's see who that is. I believe that is Wyatt D. Hicks in the 78th, in the 78 and 18th place, excuse me. I do not understand why I'm having such a trouble with speaking tonight. I do apologize. 78 car back out on track once again. Let's see if he can start making some magic happen. Little bit far back to start really hoping for much more than hopefully 15th or 14th place. But we still have about 45 laps to go. A little bit more, excuse me. 47 laps to go this time by. Won by 22, 17, 11, 00, 20, 46, 83, 2, and the 76 are your top 10. Nathan Emerson, Hunter Burcham, Trevor McCoy, David Justin, Jacob Shoffett, Kyle Rebnold, Adam Stevens, John Moeller, Waylon Burcham, and James D. Jones are your top 10. In 11th place is the number 49 Toyota of Jeff Herrick, number 48 of Jimmy Gordon in 12th, number 24 of Gregory Van Ney in 13th, Thaddeus Friel in the number 98 Ford in 14th, Christopher Lindsay in the 15th place in the number 19 Chevrolet. 16th is the number 6 Chevrolet of Ryan Testa. Number 17th is the number 16 car of Jackson Pohl. And 18th is the number 78 of Wyatt D. Hicks. Trevor Parcel in 19th, I believe, is still in the pits. Very unfortunate night for a lot of these back marker cars. All you can really do is, at this point, conserve as best as you are able, and hopefully, if there's a few more cautions, you'll be able to get those laps back and start making your way back up into, hopefully, the top 15 and start making some magic happen from there. One car starting to probably slow down a little bit, I think, due to the draft. That car has not been enjoying the slipstream all night, from what I have seen. He's fast through the corner, but doesn't have a lot of speed behind the draft as he goes way up high. 22 car just behind him with Hunter Bertram, trying to run him back down once again. Back a little bit more towards the middle of the field now. We'll jump on board with the number 49 Toyota. Oh, we have a caution. I didn't even notice. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Shoffett has crashed. Trying to get down into the pits, I believe, or he just clipped the apron himself and pile drives the wall, slides down into the infield. Trevor McCoy also had a crash. Jump on board with him. Completely overshot the pits, did the same thing as Jacob Shoffett. A lot of smoke out of that 17 car. And Trevor McCoy has crashed again. Or has he just pulled off the racetrack? I believe he is. Yes, Trevor McCoy has jumped out of the car and returned to the pits. He will be getting towed back off screen the mighty hand of God reached down to the racetrack and pulled that car down to pit road, as the rest of the field comes on down and joins him in the pits. Jump on board with our leader, Nathan Emerson, as they come down through pit road. 22 car right on his bumper. The last two stalls. And the 22 overshoots his stall. It's going to be a race between the 1 car and the 20 off of pit road for the win of this race, for the win of the pit road race. The 11 car giving a good shot too. The 20 car with a huge burnout. 22 with another big mistake on pit road. Very unfortunate for him out there. Once again, your leader off of pit road is Nathan Emerson, being chased down closely by the 11 of David Justin. Hunter Burcham in the 22 car in third. Kyle Rebnolds in fourth. Adam Stevens in fifth. John Moeller in sixth in the number 83 Chevrolet. Waylon Burcham in the 2 in seventh. Thaddeus Friel in eighth in the number 98 Ford. Whoa, and he goes up into the wall. Oh, no. Very unfortunate there for him, pulling back down pit road. What happened to Thaddeus? Let's jump back a little bit here. Let's see what happened. Did he just hook up? Oh, he lost it into turn 3 and spun the tires trying to get it slowed down. Very unfortunate for Thaddeus Friel, as he's back in the pits, overshooting his stall. The 2 car as well of Waylon Burcham is also in the pits once again. Very unfortunate series of events, as we have 40 laps to go this time by. The rest of your field, the leader of Nathan Emerson behind the pace car once again, entering turns 3 and 4. The 1 by the 11, 22, 20, 46, 83, 49, 48, 24, 76, 00, 19, 2, 98 are your top 14 on the lead lap, as we get ready to go green flag racing once again through the restart zone. We are green flag once again here at Kansas Speedway. Another huge start from that number 1 car, Nathan Emerson. Another great start from Hunter Burcham on that inside line just behind him, running way up high through the middle of turns 1 and 2, trying to hold off the 11 of David Justin. David Justin in the 11 on the bottom there, below the 22, just on the right side of your screens. 22 up in the wall. Up in the wall momentarily, as we have a caution once again. Jeff Herrick has crashed. Well, seems to me that we got here a little early, so let's go back a little bit. So this is Jeff Herrick, and number 49. 83 just completely slides up into him. Almost pile drives him again. And he gets clipped by the 00 of Jacob Schaffet. Very rough night for a lot of drivers out there tonight. Let's jump back to... Oh yeah, he's got big toe link damage. He's trying to keep that thing going in a remotely straight line down pit road. Very unfortunate out there for the number 49 of Jeff Herrick. Ryan Testa seems to be back on the lead lap in the number 6 car. Ryan Testa up to 13th place. John Moeller being a bit A bit overzealous there, baby. I would have to take another look at it after the race. Of course, that would be more for the powers that be to do, but that was a pretty good punt there from the 83 on the 49. As we roll through under caution once again, this is the United States Online Racing Association, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting at Kansas Speedway. Stay fast and stay fearless. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. We are lap 94 of 130. One lap short. Lap 95 on the restart, excuse me. I do not know why English is not doing any good for me tonight, so I apologize once again, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Emerson once again leading the way, followed closely behind by the 11 of David Justin on the outside. Hunter Burcham once again on the inside behind the 1 car, just on the bottom of your screen there, getting nice and close. Maybe a little love tap there. There's definitely one there. I saw that one. 20 car giving a little love to the 11's back bumper as well. 46 of Adam Stevens in 5th, James D. Jones in 6th as the pace car is off. 22 right on the bumper of the 1 as we go. Green flag once again, start of lap 95. Another huge restart from that 1 car. Another great restart from the 22 as well on that inside line as we come back through the dogleg into turns 1 and 2. Trying to catch up to that 1 car, the 22 of Hunter Burcham, getting really close this time. He's starting to make the magic happen as he goes wide, cuts back down nice and low, chasing that 1 car down, being in a Toyota sandwich at the moment. Getting a little bit of help from the 11, being pushed just a little bit. 1 car back, 1 car on the inside through the tri-oval there on the bottom of the racetrack. 1 car by the 22, by the 11, the 22 falling back. Being chased down by the 46 of Adam Stevens. Very good job from him getting back up into the mix. He's back to where he started in 4th place. Whoa, car on the bottom of the racetrack there. 22 taps the wall, keeps it going. 22 just not having the speed to contest with that number 1 car. Let's see if the 11 can make some magic happen in another Toyota. David Justin in the number 11 Toyota Camry, chasing down the 1 of Nathan Emerson. At least attempting to. He is at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 cars back, running way up through the tri-oval there. I am not sure anybody else is going to have the speed to contest with that 1 car unless that 1 car gets taken out. He's not going to be slowing down anytime soon for any of these guys out there. We have completed 98 laps this time by start of lap 99. 31 laps to go, excuse me. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably one of the worst broadcasts I've done since I've started. And for some reason, my early broadcasts were stop motion pictures. So, as long as it's coming across on YouTube just fine, I guess Garbage Mouth over here is going to have to do for you. A lot of cars tapping up into the wall off of turn 4 there. These guys are starting to really feel the strain on their tires. 100 laps, 30 laps to go this time by. We are still green flag here at Kansas Speedway. This is the United States Online Racing Association, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. We are still green flag racing here at Kansas Speedway. Lap 103 of 130. Trevor Parcel is out. Trevor McCoy is out. Jacob Shoffett is out. Nathan Emerson is still leading the way, being followed by David Justin in second place, Hunter Burcham in third, Adam Stevens in fourth, Kyle Rebnolds in fifth, James D. Jones in sixth, John Bowler in seventh, Gregory Vaday in eighth, Waylon Bertram in ninth, Thaddeus Friel in 10th, Christopher Lindsay in 11th, and those are the cars on the lead lap. Jeff Herrick in the number 49 Toyota in 12th, Jimmy Gordon, the number 48 Chevrolet, in 13th. Jackson Pull in 14th and number 16. Ryan Testa is in the pits. Wyatt D. Hicks is also in the pits in 15th and 16th position. David Justin seemed to get... that's a lap car between them. That would be why. I apologize, folks. David Justin is far, far back. Hopefully that works a little bit better. Trying to adjust some mic settings on the fly. Also trying to keep an eye on the radio stations on my other screen here. I'm running 4 screens currently. My Streamlabs, my Discord, iRacing, and my live timing is a little bit much for my feeble little autistic mind to try and comprehend all at once, but we're doing it live, so we're doing it somewhat correctly. Nathan Emerson still leading the way, followed by David Justin about 1 second back. Hunter Burcham 2 seconds behind the leader. Adam Stevens 2 seconds behind as well. A lot of these guys are just really struggling to keep up with Nathan Emerson out there. I do not know what he has got under the hood of that car, but he is just in a completely different universe out there. That car is just gone, gone, gone. One car chasing down another lapper. Excuse me. Very dry all of a sudden. 23 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway. 11 car tapping the wall once again. 22 laps to go this time by, excuse me. These guys really want to make the most of their race. They're going to have to start thinking about pit strategies and what that's going to do for them. Will new tires help? Will more fuel help? What's going to be the go-to here to try and chase down Nathan Emerson in that number 1 Toyota Camry. He is just completely gone out there. There's just apparently nothing that these guys can really do to chase him down today, as he is once again roaring away with the lead of this race. 78 car of Wyatt Hicks back out on the track once again, staying nice and low on the backstretch, giving plenty of room for the 1 car to go on by. Of Wyatt Hicks trying to chase down that 1 car, maybe help slow it down a little bit, so the rest of the field has a snowball's chance at this point. 20 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway. This is the United States Online Racing Association. We have had quite the night of racing out here. 78 getting a huge run on the 1, trying to get that extra little lap back. 78 seeming to have figured out something, because he is right now the only car that was able to contest that 1 at all. He's got to be careful not to give that 1 car any more of a draft to pull away from the 11 that he already has, because that 1 car is just out of here. The 11 car just falling further and further back. Unfortunately for him, I'm not sure how much time he's going to have left to dilly-dally. If he wants to make the move happen, he's got to really go for it. Let's jump back a little bit further here on board with James D. Jones, the number 76, and the caution comes out. Christopher Lindsay has crashed. Slowing down, coming onto pit road, and spins himself out on the front stretch. And he is recovered to the pits. And this may blow the whole thing wide open. 8th caution of the night here at Kansas Speedway. Plenty of racing left out here to do. Just under 20 laps to go. And now, of course, the question has to be, do you pit? Do you don't pit? I mean, it's really anybody's guess at this point. If anyone wants a chance at catching that 1 car, I think the majority of the field is going to need to pit, and they are going to need to have a absolutely flawless stop to beat that car out of the pits. And if they don't, that might be the race. And once again, everybody coming down pit road once again. 1 car with the longest drive down pit road to his stall at the very end of pit road. One of the things with these cars as well is that this is NASCAR. We don't have pit limiters in these cars. So if you don't have the perfect speed, you're going over speed, you're going under speed, you might be messing yourself up on entry. You might go too fast and earn yourself a penalty. Or you might overshoot your box by not slowing down enough. Beautiful stop from the 1. Gets right back on it. 22, a little bit slower on the reaction. Gets beat out by the 11 of David Justin. 20 car of Kyle Rebnold's just behind him. James D. Jones in 5th. John Moeller in 6th. Gregory Vadnais in 7th. Adam Stevens in 8th. Thaddeus Friel in 9th. Waylon Burcham in 10th. I believe those are the last cars on the lead lap. Waylon Burcham in the number 2 with a long stop apparently. Jump back and see where he's wound up. 10th place, last car on the lead lap out of the 19 cars that started. He's definitely got some work to do, but he's still in the mix. He's still in the top 10. He's still on the lead lap. So I think with some good luck, he might be able to get back out there and get some speed into that race car. As the 48, 78 get the wave around. So once again, it is Nathan Emerson by David Justin by... Oh! Is it David Justin on the outside? It is David Justin on the outside. He's repositioning right now. Excuse me. David Justin in second. Kyle Rebnolds in third. Hunter Bertram in third. Kyle Rebnolds in fourth. James D. Jones in fifth. John Moeller in sixth. Gregory Vadnais in seventh. Adam Stevens in eighth. Thaddeus Friel in ninth. Waylon Bertram in 10th. Jeff Herrick in 11th. Jimmy Gordon in 13th, at least one lap down. Christopher Lindsay in 13th. Jackson Pohl in 14th. Wyatt D. Hicks in 15th. Ryan Testa in 16th. Jacob Shoffett in 17th. Trevor McCoy in 18th. And Trevor Parcel in 19th. As we come back, and we are green flag once again here at Kansas Speedway. One car once again with an absolute banger of a launch. 22, not letting him run away with it though. He's keeping up. Diving down to the inside line, trying to keep that one car from running away from them all. Once again, being chased down by the 11 and the 20, side by side behind the 1. 22 by the 11, by the 20, by 76, 24, 98, and 83. One car just pulling away once again. Huge contact against the wall behind them. Keeps it going straight. That's okay. Once again, Nathan Emerson is just out of here with 13 laps to go. This is the United States Online Racing Association here at Kansas Speedway, brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast and stay fearless. We are under caution once again here at Kansas Speedway, this time by 10 laps to go. Let's take a look back and see what has happened here. Let's jump back here to when John Moeller went off track, number 83 car. Oh! Thaddeus Friel and another car just got together. Back a little bit further as well. Wyatt D. Hicks getting involved somewhere along the way. Trying to evade, swerves a little early, and spins himself out on the front stretch. Kyle Rebnolds as well. Something else happened to him. Come on, SDK, thank you. Whoa! Gets tagged by the 11, spins into turns 1 and 2, and noses into the wall. Manages to keep it away from hitting anybody else. Another huge crash. Oh, Nathan Emerson just slowing all the way down. Presumably that is why. They are stopped on the front stretch for some reason there. Pace car, that's why. Alright, we will jump back live on board with Nathan Emerson once again. 10 laps to go, 9 to go this time by. 22 doing everything he can back there. Warm that thing up. He's going to need all the grip he can get out there to try and beat that one car. He needs the restart of a century to get that 22 Ford in front of the one car of Nathan Emerson. Nathan Emerson just seemingly having this track's just number tonight. He's got everything and more to give from this racetrack, and he is just not letting it go. We come back one lap to green, this time by, I believe. Pace car running a racing line all the way down. Yes, we are one lap to green, 9 laps to go, 8 to go when we restart. Nathan Emerson, Hunter Burcham, David Justin, James D. Jones, Adam Stevens, Waylon Burcham, John Moeller, Gregory Vadnais, Jeff Herrick, Kyle Rebnolds, Thaddeus Friel Jr. are your top 11. Jimmy Gordon is in the pits currently, Christopher Lindsay in 13th, Jackson Poole in 14th, Wyatt D. Hicks in 15th, Ryan Testa in 16th, Jacob Shoffett in 17th, Trevor McCoy in 18th, and Trevor Parcell in 19th. 11 cars still on the lead lap. Nathan Emerson getting ready to go once again. 22 Hunter Burcham really trying to get that thing nice and warmed up for the restart. He needs everything and more that little Mustang can give. He needs to get at least alongside that one car into turns 1 and 2 to have a chance. And if this was Demolition Derby rules, I'd say hook the hardest left you can on the restart. Of course, we can't do that because we're professionals here. As we go green flag racing once again here at Kansas Speedway. Good start from both cars, 1 and the 22. 22 hooking up right behind the 1 car. Monster restart from them both, trying to keep close together. 1 car behind. Won by the 22, by the 11. Chasing each other down through turns 3 and 4 once again. 1 car just roaring through the turns once again. 2 cars smacking up into the wall. That's okay, keeping it going straight. 1 by 22 by 11. 1 car just roaring away with it once again. He is now about a car and a half, 2 cars in front of the 22 and just pulling away. He's over a quarter of a second ahead, and he is just roaring off through the turns. Hunter Burcham trying to get some speed going through the turns, catching back up a little bit into turns 1 and 2 as we come through, this time by 6 laps to go. .22 chasing down the 1, 11 car falling behind. 5 laps to go this time by as they come through turns 3 and 4. Someone's in the grass. We are still green flag, 5 laps to go. We will have to jump back and see that in a minute. 1 car just continuing to pull away from the 22 here. Nothing they can do about it. He is just in a completely different zip code. 22 seeming to have front right damage there on your screen. Don't know if he's got any tape on it. One car is just pulling further and further away with this race. He is now better part of 4 or 5 cars up as we come back down the backstretch. Three laps to go this time by here at Kansas Speedway. 11 car getting right up against that wall once again. 1 car just gone. Pulling further and further away from the 22 as we have seen all night. He is better part of 0.6 or 0.7, excuse me, seconds off the second place car. He is just completely in a different state as these guys out there. He is just leaving them completely in the dust. 2 laps to go this time by. If there's a caution now, don't know if that would really change anything, I gotta be honest. This has been a just clean sweep from Nathan Emerson all night. He's just had a car that has just worked for him entirely. Nothing anybody's really been able to do about it all night, despite their best efforts. Hunter Burcham and David Justin doing their very best to fight back and keep that car from winning. David Justin with a commendable plus 12 places he's made up since the start of this race. Absolutely fantastic effort from him, as we have gotten the white flag last time by. Coming through turns 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, unless something happens here, coming off of turn 4, your winner for tonight is Nathan Emerson in the number 1 Toyota Camry here at Kansas Speedway. Followed behind by Hunter Burcham, David Justin, Adam Stevens, Waylon Burcham, James D. Jones, Jeff Herrick, Kyle Rebnolds, John Moeller, Gregory Vadnais, and Thaddeus Friel Jr. are the 11 cars that finished on the lead lap. Nathan Emerson, congratulations to you. Hunter Burcham, another fantastic job from you, my good friend. 22 giving a little bit of extra love to that one car as they come back around to sign off the race. One car pulling off the racetrack and starting his burnouts with a little bit of lap traffic on their way by as we see the end of this race. Let's jump over through the radio stations. Let's see if we can get our top 3 in here. Let's see, David Justin. Let's see if we can pull him in here. I gotta remember how to do this. I'm not great at it. They made... Oh, that's the wrong person. David Justin, this is Pat Wilkinson. How are you?
What's going on, Pat?
David, that was a fantastic race out there from you tonight. Great job getting up 12 places to finish a commendable 3rd place. What do you think really helped you out there tonight to get such a position?
I mean, I know this track, you know, and I practiced it all night last night. I got so many wins here. I wasn't expecting, you know, to be in 3rd. I was expecting to be in either 1st or 2nd place. I mean, things happened right there. You know, we kind of had a little mess up where I couldn't qualify at the very beginning, but me and Nathan are already squashed it, you know. So, but it just feels like it wasn't fair. But you know, anything happens. So, those guys are fast. I always have competition with Nathan and 22 Hunter. There's some good owners and some good admins, and it's always going to be a final finish between us.
Well, regardless, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. Before we let you go, is there anything you'd like to say?
No, I mean, it's always good to be a part of this league. And I want to give a shout out to Fearless Motorsports and to my team, to my friends, my family, and my Heavenly Father in heaven too as well. So that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us up in here in the booth. Hope to see more of you again in the future, and we'll see you next time. How's that sound? Hopefully
thank you so much, Pat,
steps.
man. You did a great job, buddy.
Thank you. Always good to have you.
You too. See ya.
All right. That was David Justin in 3rd place. Let's see who else we can get up here. Hunter Burcham is your 2nd place finisher. Let's see if we can get him down here. Hunter, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How copy?
Got you loud and clear, man.
Hunter, commendable effort out there tonight. Just didn't seem like you could run that one car down enough. What do you think happened out there? What do you think you could have done differently?
I don't know if I can do anything differently, man. Just Nathan set a rocket ship. Maybe he should have pitted there. I just thought nobody would pit there, and I just realized in top 5 stayed out. But luckily, I mean, we were to hold on to our spots. But I mean, I just want to say congrats to Nathan, man. He just he did it perfect. Just sucks to finish second, but I mean, it was a good point today for the championship, though.
Couldn't agree with you more. Commendable effort to keep that second place after a very wild race out there tonight at Kansas. Do you have a message for anybody out there before we let you go?
Just want to say thank y'all for watching. Hope we put on a good race for y'all, and shout out to my teammates at Haystack Racing, Kyle, Nathan, and Waylon. Hopefully one of us 4 can lock up the championship. And also thank you and for putting on the broadcast, and Ethan as well.
Not a problem. We were always happy to do it. Well, wasn't my best broadcast, admittedly, out there tonight. I got home from work. I'm still a little frazzled. Haven't had anything to drink since about 10 o'clock this morning, so we're doing it live. That's what the fun is, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me up in the booth, and hopefully we see more of you next time. How's that sound?
Oh, yeah, sounds good, man. Thank you.
That was your second place finisher, Hunter Burcham. Let's get Nathan Emerson and the 1 car up here. Nathan, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How do you copy?
Hey, I got you. I got a copy.
Nathan, you just seem to be in a completely different zip code out there tonight. What do you think your secret was to just running away with that race?
Oh man, lane placement was everything, and then it's all about how you set yourself up for corner entry, being able to really just wrap the bottom and control your throttle, so that way you're optimizing how much tire you can save, and try to put people in dirty air behind you when you can. But yeah, man, this thing was a rocket ship tonight, man, and it just seemed like it was in a completely different zip code, like you said.
I couldn't agree with you anymore. Congratulations on a magnificent first place finish, and starting from first, I'm sure that helped you. Do you have anything you'd like to say before we sign off tonight?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you for putting on the broadcast tonight. Appreciate everybody on board inside of U.S.O.R.A. being able to make this race happen. Shout out to all the drivers that have participated. We only have 2 more races after this one for the season, so look forward to seeing who the champion is going to be at the end of it, and we'll be looking forward to next season.
Couldn't agree with you more. Thank you for joining me up in the booth. Hope you guys have a good remainder of the season, in case I am not here to broadcast for it. But I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope you guys have a fun time doing it.
Hey, I appreciate you, man.
All right. You take it easy now, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir, will do.
And that was your race winner, Nathan Emerson, the number 1 Toyota. Your official results: Nathan Emerson in first, Hunter Burcham in second, David Justin in third, Adam Stevens in fourth, Waylon Burcham in fifth, James D. Jones in sixth, Jeff Herrick in seventh, Kyle Rebnolds in eighth, John Moeller in ninth, Gregory Vadnais in 10th, Thaddeus Friel Jr. in 11th, Jimmy Gordon in 12th, Christopher Lindsay in 13th, Jackson Pohl in 14th, Wyatt D. Hicks in 15th, Ryan Testa in 16th, Jacob Shoffett in 17th, Trevor McCoy in 18th, Trevor Parcel in 19th, and Donald Ritzau, never started the race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight. This time from the Rock Bottom Racing YouTube channel over here at Rock Bottom, we say thank you to all those that managed to tune in, and we thank all the guys over at Fearless Broadcasting for giving us the opportunity to do this a little bit differently tonight. From us to you at Rock Bottom, and from us to you at Fearless Motorsports, good night, goodbye, farewell, and amen. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see more from you next time. Goodbye.